Have you ever wondered how a single word can mean different to different people? Like when I call home. So do you think of building or a secure feeling? Like when someone calls you smart. So is it always a compliment or can it be related to sarcasm? So this is where language becomes more than word. It becomes meaning. So welcomes to Semantics, our class 4, the study of meaning in language. In this session, we won't just study about denotation, connotation, synonymy, antonymy, and so many sense, reference. No, we will understand the theory behind semantics. Like we have the major theorists, Bloomfield, John Locke, behaviorist theory behind semantics, referential theory of Ian Richard. We will uncover how words carry meaning, emotions, culture, intentions. By the end of this lecture, you won't just read semantics, language. You will start seeing through it. So let's start our chapter. And before that, we have completed 3 lectures. One is on language and its origin. Then we have linguistic and its core branches and pragmatics. So this is our class for semantics. And it is applicable for our exam, whether you are giving assistant professor of any state, UGC NET, GATE, SAT, TGT, PGT, KVS. So it is applicable. So what we are learning today? What is semantics, types and meaning? That is Leech theory, which is very important. Sense, reference, denotation, theories of semantics, sense relation, types of opposition, and ambiguity and entailment. So this is our index of today's session. So without wasting much time, let us start our session. Now, what is semantics? Semantics in general term. This is the branch of linguistics that studies meaning in a language. Now, meaning can be denotative, meaning can be connotative, meaning can be literal, non-literal. It depends upon the intention. It depends upon the context, like we have covered in pragmatics. And in semantics, this branch asks questions like what is the word meaning? What does that word exactly mean? What the sentence, how a sentence convey its meaning? What is the context behind the meaning? How are we using? How does context affect the meaning? So this is semantics, and these are 3 dimensions of our semantics branch. Like we have major scholars, Geoffrey, Frege, Leech, C.K. Ogden and Richard. You have studied him. You have read about them in culture theory. So this is our semantics, that is a branch of linguistics that studies in detail about the meaning of language. Now let us uncover major things on linguistics. So George Leech, okay, this is the full name of our semantist. So George Leech, he has given 7 types of meaning. So first he has said that meaning has conceptuality, that is conceptual meaning. It means they are literal meaning or dictionary meaning. For instance, we have dog means a domesticated canine who has 4 legs. So this is a simple definition, that is concept. Okay, dog, cat, another 4 leg, 1 tail, 2 ears, and they can be domesticated. Now, what is connotative? Connotative means which is associated beyond literal meaning. That is non-literal meaning, depth meaning. Okay, like dog. Dog is related to loyalty, faithfulness. So this is your connotative meaning. Like home. I'm saying, what is home? Home in connotative meaning, it is secure place. But in conceptual meaning, it is a building. Now, what is social meaning of a word? That is, it indicates register, dialect and style, which we have covered in second lecture, that it comes under sociolinguistics. Register means different native language, different accentual language. In this, you will find different culture intentions of a person. It tells about who is speaking, to whom, and in which situation. For example, we have formal or informal speech. A best example is require assistance. If I'm saying assistance, it means it may be legal, it may be formal speech. But if I say I need help, so it may be neutral, informal, or maybe formal. Like I am saying to my best friend, I need help. But if I'm saying to my boss or to my secretary one or in my working area, I should say I require assistance. Or you can find in your setting, when you open the setting of your phone, so they are asking about assistance. So this is the formal speech, very formal speech. Another example we have, give me a hand. That is a slang word. Informal, very casual, like in Gen Z's vocab. Okay, this is what exactly social context means. It means same message, but social meaning reveals register, dialect, class, profession, intention, culture. Now, what is affective meaning? Means which is affecting you. Speaker's feeling and attitude. Okay, like it expresses the speaker's emotions or the attitude they have. It is not just what they said, but how they feel about the same. For instance, in simple meaning, that idiot called again. It means I am aggressive on the person. It shows my aggression. It shows my irritation. That idiot called again. If I'm says my beloved sister, it means I am in affection mode. I am in lovely mood. Okay. So this is what speaker's feeling is expressed through our sentence, through our words. So what we are picking and how we are saying it affects a lot. So this is what we call a good communication. Now, another he has given reflection, reflected meaning. It means meaning that arises because a word remains use of another meaning. That is meaning via association with another sense. Now this is nowadays people are using word differently, but they mean different when they originate. For example, intercourse. It means, in general, it means communication, exchange of thoughts. But most of the people think this word in a sexual context. So this is the reflected meaning. So people, they has generated a different sense of this meaning. Okay, like we have romanticism. This is the age, which means adventurous age in which we have nature, we have individualism. But people, what we're thinking of romanticism, that is, we are related it with love. So this is the context of reflected meaning. Another we have collocative meaning. That is in collocation. Meaning that comes from which word typically appears with, that is in co-occurrence pattern. Like we have a word pretty. We can say pretty girl, pretty baby, pretty scenery, pretty painting. Okay, but we cannot say pretty boy. For boy, we say smart boy, handsome boy, but we cannot say handsome girl. So this is what collocation. Some words are using in certain context. Okay, so you can say collocative meaning creates restrictions. Now, another we have thematic meaning. Thematic means it is created by how a sentence is organized. What is the word order? Where we are focusing? Where we are emphasizing? So this is all comes under thematic meaning. For instance, if I say, we have three meanings, just understand this meaning. John gave Mary the book. Like this is the John gave Mary a book. This is a simple line. Now, who is giving? John. To whom? Mary. What? A book. Now, I can change the sentence as the book is given to Mary by John. Now, my focus is on book. Here my focus is on John. Here my focus is on book. Now, I can change it like this. It was John who gave Mary a book. Now my focus is on again John. Okay? So this is how thematic meaning works. First my focus is on John. Okay? Second, I am talking about the book, and then I am talking about again John. Here is the John is giver. Here book is the object one. Again I am talking about the John, which it means I am emphasizing on John specifically. So it was only the John who has given, not another one. Okay, so this is about the Geoffrey Leech. He has given 7 meanings in which we have conceptual, connotative, social, affective, reflected, collocative and thematic. And just think about that. Okay, the examiner will not ask direct question that what is the reflected meaning. He will give you statement, or he will give you assertion, or he will give you some example, and he will try to confuse you. Okay, so just think about that. So it is necessary to clear your concept first and then practice. Okay, it is not like I have read that word collocation, so it will give you the direct definition of collocation. Maybe, but you need to understand that they can give the depth questions from the simplest concept. Okay, now let's move. Now, what is sense and reference? Here we have Gottlob Frege. In 1892, he has given this theory that meaning has some sense and meaning has some reference. Now, how they are related to each other? Sense in German means Sinn, and reference means Bechertung. Okay, so sense means the mode of presentation. You are presenting a thing. Okay, so reference means the actual object in the word. For instance, in the simplest term, in my previous video on Francis Bacon, we have covered of studies, and in that video I told you that Francis Bacon is called father of modern essay. Okay, so Francis Bacon, he is father of modern essay. This is the first statement. Now, Francis Bacon, he is also called father of scientific method. Now, we have two sense. First sense is father of modern essay. Another sense we have father of scientific method. Now, reference is to whom it is referring to? Francis Bacon. The context is different, that is, the sense is different, but it is referring to Francis Bacon. So this is the difference between sense and reference. That means in sense we are describing the concept behind. That is, he is father of modern essay because he has given the structured and intellectual meaning of essays after Montaigne. But he is also the father of scientific method because he has the works like New Atlantis, in which he has given the scientific theory of which is called Baconian method. That is why, so we have two different contexts, we have two senses, but we have simple same reference. Okay, like I have written here an example, the morning star and the evening star. So they both are for Venus, because Venus is called the morning star, Venus is called the evening star, but the context is different. So we need to define that why Venus is called the morning star and evening star. We need sense and reference. Okay, so this is your sense and reference. Now I think you will not forget this. Okay, now semantic is very easy concept, but you need to understand the concept. Pragmatic is very hard one, so they will ask less questions from pragmatics. But if you are a student of linguistics, if you are in BA, MA, or you want to get detailed analysis of pragmatics, then that video will help you. Okay, now what is denotation and connotation? In simplest meaning, denotation means literal meaning, that is dictionary meaning. Connotation means implied meaning, that is beyond dictionary, in detailed meaning. Denotation defines you objectivity and stability. Like, for example, if I say snake, if I am saying you snake, in literal meaning, it is a reptile. Snake is a reptile, it is venomous. Okay. Now, what if I say connotative meaning of snake? Then you will say snake means deception, betrayal, evil. Okay, so this is how denotation and connotation works. So like we have home means a building, that is denotative meaning. Okay, and connotative means it is a warmth, comfort, love, belonging, secure place. So this is the difference between these two. Now another example like thin. Okay, so if I am saying you are thin, it means I am talking about your body, I am talking about your physique. But thin means frailty, elegance, depend upon the context. So like for modeling, it is mandatory. For normal people, you are skinny, you are thinny. So this is not good. Okay, so it all depends on the context we are using. And the fine example, another fine example, I am giving you politician. Nowadays, politician, what image will come in your mind? That he will be corrupted. Politician means corruption, dishonesty, manipulation. Okay, and you know very better what I'm talking about this. Okay, and politician in general meaning, in dictionary meaning, it means a person who is government servant, a person in government. So this is called politician. So that is how word plays crucial role, sarcastic role in human life. Now, this is the most important topic. Okay, so listen it carefully. First, we need to understand theories of semantics. For the main theory, you need to know about their major originator. So first we have referential theory. This is the important theory, as you know that C.K. Ogden and I.A. Richard, they are in New Criticism and they both have written many books. So this is the one theory they have given, referential theory, in the book The Meaning of Meaning. What is the name of book? The Meaning of Meaning. Okay, and they have given this in 1923. Now you have to understand what is in the referential theory. Simplest meaning, they are saying the real word object a word refers to. Let me simplify it. Think like this: a word just act as a label. Okay, so this is called the referential theory. This is what the idea of I.A. Richard and C.K. Ogden. You can see a cow, like I am saying cow, and what is in your mind? You just create an image of cow, like this cow has 4 legs, cow has 2 horns, 1 tail. Okay, this is the image of, like if I am saying cow, you are referring the image of cow. Okay, now C.A. Ogden and I.A. Richard, that is, they have given you thought and this. Here we have symbol and we have referent. So this is your triangle. Hey, thought means what comes in your mind. Thought means the concept. They are saying thought means the concept. Symbol means which I am referring. It means the word. Okay? And referent means the real one. Okay, so this is your referent. They are not giving the clean line. Okay, like this is thought, this is symbol. No, they are giving you dotted line. And these dotted line means the meaning they are giving you, the theory they are giving you. It means word do not directly related to referent. It is related to thought, and thought process, he expressed it in dotted lines. Okay, now they proposes that because people wanted to know what is meaning really, so their answer is grounded in reality, in actual objects, people, and things you can point to. So this is called semiotic triangle. Okay, now it has drawback of what? That this theory fails to explain you about the emotions. Like I am saying freedom, then how can you imagine freedom? There will be a lot of bloodshed, war scenes, soldiers in your mind. But can you express freedom? No. Unicorn. You have seen the picture of unicorn in your book, but you do not know exactly the unicorn. Okay. So then we have love. Love means you can feel that love. You cannot express love like I am saying this is a pen. You cannot express love like that. So referential theory fails to express the abstract idea or the abstract words. Now students, after we saw problem with referential theory, that it cannot explain abstract words, so the ideational theory we are stepping in. So ideational theory, this is given by John Locke. This is given by our John Locke and Leonard Bloomfield. They are real philosophers, they are real semantists behind that. Now what is ideational? If we break this term, idea related, it means it is related to our idea. It is related to our when I say apple, I am not pointing to a real apple. I am triggering the mental concept of an apple in your mind. Then there will be image in your mind. Okay, mental image you are creating now. Apple means that. Like if I am saying you for phonetics, the transcription and different articulation manner, all vowel sound, consonant sound will come in mind. But you will not think about the theories behind the phonetics. So this is what we are feeding. We just thinking about that one. It means the mental image concept in the mind. Now, John Locke, you know very well about the John Locke. He is empiricist philosopher. He has given the idea that all knowledge comes from the experience and the sense. He says that the knowledge comes from experience. Further, he said that you experience the words, like you touch a book. Okay, you taste a fruit. Okay, you meet some people, then you get experience, and now you create senses. Like I like mango or apple. I like this book or that book. He is my or she is my best friend or not. So this is called sense. So first you experience things, then you make sense, your perception behind that experience. Now, and this theory solves the problem of abstract words as well, like in referential theory, it fails to show you what is freedom, what is love. But in ideational theory, it explains you about the love, justice. After that, you can make your sense. After that, you can make your idea. Okay. Now, let me tell you my favorite example for this theory. If I am saying, just close your eyes and think about a fruit. I am saying about just fruit. I am just giving you a hint, just a word, not pointing to anything. Now, if I say, give me your answer. Someone is thinking about apple, someone is thinking about mango, someone is thinking about pear, someone is strawberry, someone is cherry. So this is all depend upon your experience, which you are liking most. Okay. So everyone heard the same word, that is fruit, but everyone had a different perception, different mental image. So John Locke could say this, that each of your mental image is your meaning. Okay. Now the word fruit meaning lives in your mind. It is individual, it is mental. So this is what ideational theory said, that the meaning is in mental image, meaning is in mind. But this story also has a drawback. Now what is the drawback? This hides in this example. Now, if everyone is thinking different about the image, if everyone is thinking different, everyone has its own experience. Like you are thinking about apple, I am thinking about mango, someone is thinking about lychee. Then how we communicate with each other? If our ideas are different, if our mental image is different, then how we communicate on a same topic? So this is the biggest drawback of ideational theory. Okay, so now we are very close to another theory. Then we get to know that it is propounded by B.F. Skinner. Again, we have Leonard Bloomfield. Now in behaviorist theory, Bloomfield is the biggest fan of B.F. Skinner and the behaviorist theory. Okay, he says that it is because of stimulus response pattern we are giving the clue to the listener. We are communicating. So first, this theory fails to express the abstract idea. This theory fails to express how we communicate. Now, this theory explains you that what is real communication. Now, Bloomfield came and he says, stop talking about ideational theory. So, stop talking about mental images. Why? Because we cannot communicate, and for communication, we need what we can see and what we can measure. So, he has given the theory of, see and measure. He says what we are seeing and what we are measuring, then we can communicate. So he has given the concept of stimulus, then speech, then we have to response, and they all give us meaning. How? If I am saying, can you pass the salt? Okay. I am speaking, this is the speech theory. I am giving the speech that can you pass the salt to me? And what is the response? The person, he has passed the salt to me. Okay, so this is, and how the meaning articulates how the meaning works and how we are getting our meaning, and how we can communicate. So this is called stimulus, speech and response theory of Bloomfield. So the meaning of my utterance is entire cycle of what caused it and what is the reaction it produced, and that it is nothing more. Okay. Next, what is Bloomfield himself gave this example, and it is so good that it appears in almost every linguistic textbook. He said that, imagine we have Jill and Jack. He has given the story of Jill and Jack. Okay. You will find this in your book as well. He said that here is Jill. She is very hungry. And he said to Jack, Jack, I am very hungry. Look at the tree. There is an apple on the tree. Now, what will Jack do? Jack will climb on the tree and he will just pick out all the apples and then he will give it to Jill. So this is, what is the measurement? What is, he says that Jill is hungry. And what is the action? What he measured? He climbs the tree and then he picked the apple to Jill. So this is the response. What is the utterance? I am hungry. And what is the response? He climbs the tree. Okay. Now, according to Bloomfield, the meaning of Jill works is entire its utterance, the hungry situation, the stimulus that caused people response. So you don't need to look into the mind of Jack to understand the ideational theory. Just look at the response he has given, and that is how they communicate. Okay, so think about this. If someone shouts fire, then what does it mean? People will panic. They just start in running here and there. But now students, think about this one. If I'm saying life is a beautiful journey, in this line there is a no stimulus, there is a no response, it is just an abstract, it is just an idea. Okay, so there is a no measurable theory for this sentence, but this sentence has its deep meaning. So behaviorism completely fails to explain poetry. Okay, it fails to explain poetry, shairi, ghazals, metaphor, abstract ideas, and creative expressions. Okay, so now behaviorism failed. Now if behaviorism failed, then what is truth-conditional semantics? Now we are entering into the world of truth-conditional semantics. Perhaps they can explain it better. Okay, so in truth-conditional semantics, it means conditions under which a sentence is true. Okay, in simplest meaning, it is given by, again, Gottlob, Frege and Alfred Tarski. Okay, just forget about objects, forget about the mental image, and forget about behavior. Just forget about all this theory. Now, they asked a complete different question. How do we know what a sentence means? Okay, in other words, understanding the meaning of a sentence, knowing what is true, knowing when it is true and when it is false. Okay, just consider this sentence. The cat is on the mat. This is the sentence. When it would be true when there is a cat, one condition, and when there is a mat, another condition, and when the cat is sat on the mat, this is another condition. So this can be true when we have a cat, we have a mat, and cat is on the mat. So what we are seeing, so this is called truth. Okay, if I am not able to see that, this is called false statement. Simple one. You have to rely on your eyes. What you have seen is right or wrong. Okay, so knowing these conditions, knowing what would make it true or false is understanding the meaning. Now there is Alfred Tarski. He have given the most famous formula of semantics. He gets snow is white. Simply he says snow is white. Okay, it can be true if and only if snow is white. Okay, if you have seen the snow which is white, that means snow is white. Now when you first read, you think, isn't this obvious? Isn't this circular? But the point is that the sentence, it marks the truth-conditional semantics. This sentence is meaningful because it can be matched against reality. We know when it is true and we know when it is false. If I'm saying the purple elephant is dancing on the green moon, can it be possible there is a purple elephant? No, there is a no purple elephant. It means it is against truth-conditional semantics. So this statement is false. Okay. And another, if I say close the door, if you are closing the door, so this sentence, okay, it is an ordering one. You can close the door. You can see there, okay, I am closing the door. But it is a command. Command don't have truth values. Okay, if I'm saying what time is it, you can see the time, you can see the clock, but it is a question, and questions don't have truth value. You are answering my question, but what is the time? There's a no truth value behind that question. Okay, so he is not talking about the answer hidden behind that question. He is talking about what time is it. Can you see the time? Can you see you are okay? Clock is a reference, that is different thing. But can you see the time? No. Can you see? So this is a question. And can you see a question? No. You can understand that through what he is asking the question. Okay. So this is what truth-conditional semantics called. Now, another we have compositional semantics. Now we studied about truth-conditional semantics. The theory fails to explain you about the commands, exclamation sentences, performative sentences. We need to understand compositional semantics. So maybe it can remove the drawback of previous one. So composition means to compose a sentence, meaning function of a meaning of its part. This is given by, again, Gottlob, Frege. Okay, he is a biggest semantist so far as semantics theory is concerned. So Gottlob Frege has given compositional semantics, like the whole meaning is built in part. Okay, you put bricks together, then it will turn into a wall, then it will turn into a house. So here, same as, like if I'm saying the dog is barking. Okay, so here the then dog is barking. I have 4 words. It means I am composing 4 words into a single sentence, and all words have its different meaning. Okay, so you know very well what is dog, is it helping verb or not, barking means what. Okay, and all in composite giving you meaning that the dog is barking, he is not in the silent state. Okay, so you did not need to memorize specific sentences. You can create meaning with help of different words. Now here is most mind-blowing fact about human language. A fluent English speaker can understand approximately infinite number of sentences. Sentences they have never heard before in their life. Think about the sentence I'm saying. The confused linguist accidentally ate the exam paper while explaining polysemy. Like this is the sentence. The confused linguist ate my exam paper while explaining polysemy. Now you can understand the meaning of the sentence instantly. Why so? Because you already knew the meaning of each word. You knew confused means perplexed. Linguist means who is giving you language theory. Ate means eat. Third form. My, Megha, exam, that is paper. While, adverb, explaining, polysemy, this is different context. So you can translate this into Hindi or your native language to get the meaning of this sentence. So this is because of compositional semantics. This is a hard one, but you can get the meaning if you know about the words. Okay. So compositionality is the engine behind the ability. Kick the bucket. Okay. If I am saying another one, if I am saying kick the bucket. So this is my another example. Now, can you get the meaning of this sentence? Absolutely no. If you know about this phrase, then you can. It means simply die. Okay, kick the bucket. So it doesn't meaning that you have to kick the bucket. You have to kick the balti. It is phrasal word. Idiomatic means it means die. So this theory fails to explain idiomatic expression of a speaker. Okay, every theory has drawback. Now let us move to verification semantics. Another theory we have verificationist semantics. That is to verify each and every word. The method of verifying if something is true or not. When it will be true, if you are able to differentiate between false and true. Okay, now, so this theory is actually comes from philosophy. So we have Vienna Circle. Okay, this is a group of philosophers. And they have given this in 1920s or 1930s. So it comes from philosophy. Now they said, if you can verify a sentence is true or not, then you can give the meaning or you can understand the meaning behind the word or a sentence. Simple meaning. And if you cannot verify a statement, if you have no way to check if it is true or if it is false, then you cannot get the meaning. Now they have divided the sentence into 3 types. So first, they said that empirically verified. Empirically means observational. That is meaningful. Like the table is brown. If I'm saying my table, it is brown, or if I'm saying this is black. So you can say this is black. Okay, because you can see this is black, this is not red or blue or white. It means you can verify this and it is true. It is logically true because your eyes can see that. Your sense is working here. Okay. Now, the another he has given is logically true. Now, what is meaning that? The true logic behind that meaning. Like if I'm saying all bachelors are unmarried, that it is true because bachelors means unmarried. It cannot be true all bachelors are married. So logically it is fake one. So logically, yes, bachelors are married. So logically it is true one. Okay. Now, if the third statement is non-verified means you cannot verify the statement. If I'm saying the painting is beautiful. Okay. Beautiful is subjective. You can give adjective to the painting. It looks smoothing to your eyes, but it cannot be beautiful for everyone Maybe I don't like that subjectivity of painting. I don't find it beautiful. I don't find it pleasant. Okay. So it cannot be verified. Beautiness cannot be verified. So that is meaningless. So it is non-verified. Like if I am saying murder is morally wrong. Okay. On first instance, yes, murder is not a good thing. But maybe it is the need of that time. Okay. Or maybe because of aggression, because of some suppressive emotions, they do that. So we cannot say that it is wrong or right. So it is meaningless, because ethically, what is the reason behind that? It will be verified. Okay. So it is non-verified. So this is how Vienna Circle, they have given three trend, or you can say three categories of traditional philosophy, which making them that we cannot treat a sentence without verification. But this theory also has drawback. Now, how can they explain the poetry? How can they explain the literature, ethics, religion, metaphysics, philosophy? Because all becomes meaningless in their eyes. Like if some say beauty is truth, truth is beauty. They fail to explain this theory. They fail to explain this line. If I am saying Vidya Datati Vinyam, they cannot explain. They will say that is meaningless. It is only a saying one. See, yeah, to be or not to be, that is the question. So for them, it is meaningless. So clearly, it shows these sentences which are full of meaning, which are full of connotative meaning, they are failed to express these in detail. Now, this also fails. So what will happen next? Possible words semantics came. Now this will come and they will say, now we will give you a better theory. Classification theory is failed. Compositional semantics is failed. Now I am the boss one. Okay, so what is possible words? What is the meaning of possible word? That is a meaning defined across all possible states, which is applicable for all one. The central idea is a possible word is simply a complete hypothetical scenario. A word, it is a reality, could have been or could be. Okay. So like if I say Aristotle, you know very well about Aristotle. Okay, he has given like poetics, tragedy definition. Suppose if he would not be a poet, or not would be a philosopher, or he would be a carpenter, or he would be a suppose teacher, or another profession he would be in, then the name will remain the same. Okay. You cannot say he is Aristotle to another name. Okay. You cannot substitute the name, because this is the name. This is the possible word. Okay. Like if I'm saying on Megha Discourse, you are learning linguistics. So this is true, possibly, because I have given you the proof. There are videos uploaded. Okay. So the possible thing, you cannot change that. When you will change that, when I am just saying I will teach you linguistics, but there is no proof behind that. So this is what we call possible word. Okay. A rigid language reference of the same thing in every possible word. Like I am Megha. Okay. If I am teaching you science, I am teaching you grammar. If I am teaching you another subject, my name will not be changed. So think about that. Okay. But now if I am saying Aristotle, he is the student of Plato. This cannot be changed, because this is the true one. Okay. This is not rigid. So this is true. That means it comes under verification semantics. But if you are talking about the possibilities, then it comes under possible words. In the simplest one, if I'm saying, if I had studied harder last month or last attempt, I would have got my NET certificate. So this is your possible word. Is it not true or true? That is different thing. But this is your possible word that you should study harder at that time. Okay. But if you have certificate, that is the verificationist semantics. So this is what possible word semantics will means to say. Now there's a problem. This theory is extremely abstract one and mathematical. It fails to express you the logic behind the meaning. Now where we have the last theory, hermeneutics theory. Now in hermeneutic theory, we have now come, and you know what, that this theory is very close to literary studies in every possible way. Okay. So there is no single final meaning. They said meaning arises through interpretation and cultural context. And in literary theory, literary criticism, You are reading that. So the word hermetics, it comes from the Hermes. Hermes is a Greek god who is messenger. So hermetics means messaging. Okay? You are messaging. You are messaging something. You are giving the utterances, and this is on the listener. That what is the meaning? For example, we have the death of author. Okay? So author. Roland Barthes says that the death of the author. Now, author is completely out of the context. It is depend upon the reader that what he is thinking about the context, about the text. That is the art of science of interpretation. Okay. To be or not to be, that is the question. Hamlet line. Okay. Now what? Now I want to think simply, what does that line mean? In every context, it is different, and that's why so many theorists, linguists, and you can say many writers, they have worked on Hamlet's condition, mental condition, and on Hamlet, or you can say on Shakespeare plays, because they find many meanings in the works of Shakespeare. Okay. So for a Elizabethan audience, like in 1603, Hamlet was written. So it was Hamlet questions about the pain of existence, to be or not to be, that is the question. Okay, and is fear of death. To a modern student, now we are struggling with exam pressure and we have to revise that, yes, Shakespeare has written this line, Soluki in Hamlet, in which scene, in which act, Shakespeare is important one. For a philosopher one, it is a meditation. Okay, it is a metaphysical appeal. Metal is a ontology, you can say. Nature of being and the decisive state. For someone, it can be a deep crisis. It is a lecture. It is a content for a video. Oh, let's make a video on to be or not to be, and let's confuse our student. So this is called hermeneutics theory. For every messenger, for every person, word is same, but it appeals differently. Okay, so this is all about the theory of semantics, and here we have Gadmer, who has given this theory, and he has given the idea of fusion of horizon. Now, what is fusion of horizon means? Your horizon, my horizon, when they combine and give a strict, you can say, conclusion, then the meaning arises. I am teaching you linguistics. I am teaching you all these theories, 7 theories, 8 theories. You are studying these theories. What is my horizon? That I am giving you exact what the theorist says. I am explaining you in simplified manner so that you can get the idea. If you are understanding, it means my purpose, your purpose will become one. And it means this video is a big rock. It will be big success for me. Okay. If I am failed to explain you in my lucid language with my simple example, it means my horizon is different. Your horizon is different. There is something hidden thing which we are not, which we both are failed to look at that field, which is I am failed to explain, you are failed to get them. It means we are not getting the meaning here. This concept fails. So this is what fusion of horizons mean. Okay. Here the question is arising that if meaning is completely depend upon the interpretation, does any text have or a stable meaning or fixed meaning at all? So that's why it has given the theory of deconstruction. Here, text is, that is Jacques Derrida's theory that meaning is infinitely deferred, always slipping away and never final. Okay, so this is all about theory of semantics. Now we have some small concept behind that. Okay, first we have semantic and thematic role of words. So this is a simple meaning of this sentence. Okay. Now what you have to understand. So here when a sentence defines an event or different participants play, there will be different roles. These are called thematic roles or theta, you can say in Noam Chomsky word, that is theta roles. Okay, in this theta role, in that thing, every word plays a crucial role. Like here, agent means the doer, subject. Okay, in this sentence, who is doer? John. Because John gave a book to Mary in the library. Who has given? John. So it answering you who. Then we have theme. What is the theme of this line? Book. Okay. Who has given to whom and what? That is book. So theme you can say is given, you apply of what and which. So entity moved or affected by the action. Now we have goal. So what is the goal? So what is the goal? Who is the goal? Mary. To whom he has to given the book? Mary. So this is your whom. Destination. That is your goal. Okay. Now what is the location? Where he has given this book? In the library. So this is your where, location. Source kya hai? What is the source behind that? That is point of origin or departure from self. Okay? from himself, he just pick a book and then he has given to Mary. Then what is instrument means the tool or means used to perform the action. That is a bag. You can say, you can understand this, that he picked a book from the shelf and then he put it in his bag. Okay, so this is called instrument. Now there's a difference between agent and instrument. That agent is a doer. It is subject. And instrument means, you can say, instrument has no intention, but agent has intention. Like John has intention to give a book to Mary. That is, he has intention of giving. But instrument means a bag has no intention to come out this book or to give a book to Mary. Okay, bag is just a neutral thing here. Then experiencer, one who perceives and thinks or feels. Who feels happy? Mary. So this is the experience, that after getting the book, she feels happy. Okay, so this is how semantic theta role works. Okay, so now you can understand this one. So source, instrument, and experience means your abstract idea. Okay, so now I am giving you another example. If the key opened the lock. So this is your homework and you have to tell me in the comment section that here agent, theme, goal, location, source, instrument, experience, all are here or not, or what is the key opened the lock. Okay, so you have to explain about this one. Okay, so which is instrument, who is agent, what is the goal, what is the thing. So you have to, if there is suppose if there is a no goal, then say NA, okay, or you can say simply cross. But this is your homework, you have to do it. Okay, sense and relations. So this is simplest one, and the all are your PYQ. You will find in your paper. Okay. Sense relations describe you how words relate to each other in meaning. Like I have synonymy, that is symbol meaning, same meaning. Okay. Antonymy, opposite meaning. Hyponymy, general to specific. I will explain it later. Homonymy, same but different meaning. Polysemy, one word but different senses. Meronymy, this is the important one. It is part 2, how they are interrelated to each other, how they are different from each other. So let us understand this one. Okay. First, synonymy means words that have the same or very similar meaning. Okay. Now we have different types of synonymous. First we have absolute, means exactly identical meaning in all the contexts. Like I have couch and sofa. We can substitute couch to sofa to couch. So this is one. Okay. So this is what we call absolute meaning. Like another example, if I had almirah and wardrobe, both have same meaning. It is understandable. Now we have near and partial. That is approximate meaning, similar but not identical. If I'm saying big, here, large, huge, enormous, gigantic, so all have same meaning. We can understand that he is talking about the huge one, big one, but this is not right. Okay. Another we have contextual meaning, interchangeable only in same context. In some context, like if I'm talking about die and pass away, so I can also call it kick the bucket. Okay. So this is the contextual meaning. Okay. So then we have dialectal meaning, that is same meaning in different dialects region. Like we have different idioms in different languages, but the meaning is same. So for example, lift in UK, elevator in US. But both is meant for, both is used in buildings, okay, both in used in flat system. So this is called dialectal. Now you will not forget these all points. Absolute means identical meaning, near partial means similar but not identical, contextual means interchangeable, dialectic means same meaning but in different dialects. And you know what, Dr. Johnson, while writing the dictionary in 1755, he said that no two words have identical meaning. We use it for our convenience, but no two words have similar meaning. Okay, so let's move to our antonymy. Now, antonymy, types of opposition. Antonymy is words that are opposite in meaning. Simple, hot, cold. Now, it has also the types, and they are asked in your set paper exactly. This is your PYQ of set. I think Tamil Nadu set, I am not sure about that. First, they are gradable, polar, grade system. Degree exists between two extremes. Like if I am saying hot and cold. So before hot to cold, we have some terms like it may be warm, it may be lukewarm, it may be less hot. So this is called degree. So it is gradable. Grade system will be there. Complementary. That means there is a no middle term, just complement with each other. Like alive, dead. Person can be alive or can be dead. There is a no between situations. Okay. Then we have relational or converse to each other. Each implies the existence of the other. By, cell, parent, child. So this is called relational converse. They are antonyms example, but they are relational antonyms. So you cannot say they are synonyms, you cannot say they are antonyms, but they are the type of antonyms. Okay. Then we have reversive, that is reverse one. Reversal of an action or process. It means tie, untie, put, unput, turn on, turn off, appear, disappear. So these kind of words are called reverses antonyms. Now, next we have hyponymy and meronymy. This is very important. How? Hyponymy means general term to specific meaning. Okay, that is the general category word. Okay, like it has further divided into hypernym, that is the general term, and hyponym, that is the specific term. For example, if I am telling you about and here we also have co-hyponyms. Now, how these words are interrelated and to each other. For example, if I'm talking about you animals, so this is called general term. If I'm talking you animals, so this is your hyponym. Now you are thinking about cat, dog, horse, rabbit, snake, all comes under animal. So this is called hyponymy, specific one. Now you can specify dog, cat, lion. So this is called specific term. Now what is co-hyponymy? Like dog, cat are domesticated animal. Rabbit is a pet animal. So this is called co-hyponym. That is same category, same state of mind. Okay. So this is how hyponymy works. Similarly, flower. For example, flower is hyponymy term. That is general term. And these are called hyponymy. That is rose, lily, daisy, daffodils. Now what is co-hyponymy means here that they are, like if I'm saying rose is red, hibiscus is also, there's a red flower. So this is called co-hyponymy. That is same state level. Okay, that is same color. Okay, so this is another example like I'm saying. Now another we have meronymy. On the other we hand part to whole. First we have to consider the part, then we go to whole. Here general to specific. Like if I'm saying this is my hand. Okay, so in this hand I have palm, fingers, I have knuckles, and fingers I have 5 fingers. So this palm is the whole one. These are the parts one. So first meronymy means the part. Holonymy means the whole. So this hand is holonym and these fingers or these knuckles or this palm, they are called meronymy. Okay? So this is what. And for example, we have car has wheel, door, engine. So this is called meronym and this is called your holonym. Now, what is the difference between polysemy and homonymy? So polysemy means poly means multiple thing. Okay, one word has multiple related senses. They are historically connected. One dictionary entry. First example, we have head of house, head of building, head of a person, head of organization, head of a river. So context is different. Head of a person, father or grandparent, grandfather. Head of an organization, CEO, MD. Head of a river, that is the source of the river. Homonymy means they have same form, but they are unrelated meanings. They have unrelated meanings. The meaning should not be same one. Accidental similarity, but two dictionary entries like bank. Okay, the word is same. We have same. Homo means same. Spelling is same, but the meaning is different. First is financial bank. Okay, like SBI, IDBI. Then we have river bank. That is Ganga river, Brahmaputra river have different river bank. So now it further divided into homophone and homograph. So homophone, phone, that is related to phonetics, pronunciation. When they have same pronunciation, that is called homophone. Like if I am saying night and night, they have same sound but different spelling. So here sound, that is phone, sound system plays crucial role. Now homograph means when we have same spelling but different meaning. Like I have lead and lead, they both are different. First one is science one, that is this is a symbol lead, and this is lead, to lead a group. Okay, so this is called homograph. When graph, that means same spelling, same pronunciation but different meaning, and when it's phone, that is same pronunciation but different spelling. Okay, next we have ambiguity. So ambiguity is very important so far as semantic is concerned. These three are your set questions, your UGC NET questions, and your DSSP PGT question. How? Look. Ambiguity means a word or sentence that has more than one interpretation. Okay, you will find ambiguity in jokes. First, I have lexical, meaning a word has multiple meanings. Okay, for example, the chicken is ready to eat. Now, who is ready? Chicken or human? So, it is cooked or hungry. Like chicken is cooked, a person is hungry and he has made chicken. So the person is hungry, so he has made chicken, so he is ready, or the chicken is ready because he is hungry. So this is called lexical, that is sentence structure based ambiguity. Another we have structural, syntactic. It means sentence structure allows two reading. Old man and women. It means old man is one, women is another. But maybe he is talking about old man and old woman, or he is talking about only old man but young women. So this is called structural ambiguity. Okay. Or like if I'm saying, I saw a man with telescope. So it has two meaning. I saw a man. Okay. I saw a man with telescope. That is another meaning. And I saw a man who has telescope, or I saw with telescope a man. So I have two different meaning of this single sentence. That is structural basis. Now scope ambiguity. This is the important one. Ambiguity in quantifier scope. Like every student read a book. Okay. Every student read a book. But whether they are reading a single book or a single topic. So this is called scope. Every student read a same book or a different book. Like in a class, ma'am says, test question number 4. So everyone starts finding the question number 4. So they are working on the same context, but they are working with different books. So this is called scope ambiguity. Okay. So what is entailment and contradiction? So entailment means involvement, to involve in something. Contradiction means to contradict something. Now this is the simple one. If A is true, then B must be true. Why so? Let's understand. And he said that cannot both be true at same time. It is one directional. It is logic impossibility. Let us understand with example. Okay. John killed Mary. Okay. This is a true one. Mary is dead. Okay. Now he has killed Mary. So Mary is dead. So A involves B. It means if B is true, then it means A cannot be true. It is not necessary. Maybe she died from illness. Maybe he just slapped him and it is said he killed Mary. Okay. So this is a concept. This is called ambiguity. So B does not entail A. So through B, we cannot say that John has killed Mary. Okay. So this is called entailment, involvement. Another like if I say she is a widow, it means if I'm saying like she is a widow, it means she is married first. So if this is true, it means this is entailing. Okay. So this is what the entailment means. Now contradiction is said. What is contradiction? That two sentences cannot be true at same time. For instance, if I'm saying he is alive or he is dead, they both are antonyms. Maybe he is alive, maybe he is dead, can be alive. Okay, alive can be dead. That is another theory. Okay, you are thinking about on a different surface, like I cannot qualify net, so I am like a dead person. Okay, that is a different one. But in real state logically it cannot be true. So both cannot be true. Okay, so like if I'm saying the glass is full, so the glass cannot be empty. It may be full or it may be empty. But here, if I'm saying she is widow, then she is married first. So this is entailment. Okay, you can involve a truth statement in entailment process. Okay, so this is all about your today's lecture, and I hope you enjoyed this lecture. Before that, we have completed 3 classes, so go and watch that one. And yes, Komal ma'am has given you a strategy video for beginners as well as who finds problem in reading, writing or understanding from where we should start our literature. Okay, so go and watch that strategy. I will give you link in the description. Bye bye, take care.